San Francisco mayor's race, of course, will be decided by ranked choice voting, which has been around for a while right here in the Bay Area. The idea is actually to save money by having fewer elections, grabbing a broader slice of the electorate with one single vote. But ranked choice voting has also produced some frustration. Wilson Walker looks at the psychology of the vote and the results.
Look, I have friends who hate ranked choice voting. They're convinced it's the root of all evil in Oakland.
Longtime Oakland political observer and now city council candidate Lynn Raphael is talking about how the votes are counted.
You either love it or hate it.
And in Oakland, this conversation still goes back to the city's very first ranked choice vote for mayor back in 2010.
Things look pretty good right now, but I don't understand ranked choice voting, so who the hell knows?
Don Parada did get the most first-place votes, a whopping 40% of them, so very few people expected his 9-point lead to vanish, and that was just one race oddity.
The second piece that was unusual about that race was that the ranked choice tallies were not released for 3 days after the first place tallies had been released. And so the result was that for 3 days, people said, well, Don Parada is going to be the mayor. And then they ran the algorithm and the ranked choice tally and said, actually, he's not.
So it seemed like a plot twist.
It was very much perceived as something unusual has happened here.
Corey Cook is a professor of political science at St. Mary's. He has studied every single ranked choice vote in the Bay Area. And he says the Jean Quan result was both an outlier and a cloud that hung over her for 4 years.
Jean Quan, through no fault of her own, was viewed as not the legitimate winner of the mayoral election in Oakland, even though objectively she was the preferred choice.
This is the closest probably race for mayor in the history of Oakland.
But that dogged her throughout her mayoralty, the idea that maybe she had won through some sort of fluke or some form of gaming or some way that she understood a system somebody else didn't.
There is a sense among a lot of people, and there still is, that first place votes are the only true measure of a winner.
People are hungry for change. They're hungry for a different, more humane, more effective approach to criminal justice.
Another ranked choice vote that is often cited, Chesa Boudin's victory in the San Francisco DA's race, even though Boudin did receive the most first-place votes.
In that particular race, the perception was he was only narrowly ahead, and therefore the moderate candidates were going to effectively pool the votes of moderate voters and go ahead of him, and they didn't. And again, the reason they didn't was because he was the most preferred candidate. But the sense was, oh, something prevented something that we thought was going to happen from happening.
So there are results that do produce backlash, but over time, even some of ranked choice voting's critics have just decided to live with it.
I've reconciled myself to it because I know it ain't going to change. And look, it had these laudable goals.
If you think about it, prior to ranked choice voting, 89% of Oakland elections were decided in a June primary.
Democratic organizer Sean Dugar is an RCV advocate. He points to payoffs like larger, more diverse electorates in November. And as for people who are unhappy with election results,
it's funny, right? Because we've had great candidates and we've had some not so great candidates elected under ranked choice voting. We've had some great candidates and some not so great candidates elected not under ranked choice voting, right?
And the vast majority of them would say, this worked really well, right?
All the races we're not talking about.
All the races we're not talking about, where the candidate actually increased their ballot share each round.
So these seemingly odd outcomes are just that. They are outliers and a function of our current politics, like it or not.
And that's been beaten out of me. I got it. I understand it.
All right, the rules are the rules, right? Not the rules under the last election or the way you would have liked to have had the rules. You play the game under the rules as they are. Now, we have left out an obvious omission to this little sequence of elections. It is obviously the most recent Oakland mayor's race by Lauren Taylor, right? I was assigned to cover Lauren Taylor's campaign that night, and I can tell you that standing in the room with him, there were a lot of people who were convinced that Lauren Taylor was going to be the next mayor of Oakland. Now, it did not turn out that way, of course. Shang Tao became the next mayor of Oakland, and she faces a recall, right? Now, let's go backwards, sort of down the line of all the folks we talked about. There was also Chesa Boudin in San Francisco, who got the most first-place votes, and what did he face? He, too, of course, faced a recall and was removed from office. And lastly, we get back to Jean Quan. You may not remember this, but Jean Quan also did face a recall effort. It just never got to the stage where they had enough ballots, or I'm sorry, enough signatures to really get it on the ballot to recall her. And then, of course, she was voted out of office 4 years in via ranked choice voting. So there is a savings to all of this, right? There is the savings that you get by reducing the number of elections. There's also a cost, and that cost, evidently, of folks who win these narrow, hotly contested, maybe you might call them polarizing races, where the outcome leaves someone with kind of a diminished sense amongst some, rightly or wrongly, fairly or unfairly, that they won somehow through a trick. And that may be one of the reasons we have seen some recalls of these candidates. So ranked choice voting, people are going to have different opinions on it, upsides, downsides. But obviously, in certain circumstances, the result can be something of an albatross for the actual victor, Ryan.
And Wilson, I mean, that's a fascinating look at the history of ranked choice voting. But looking forward to the San Francisco mayor's race, what role are experts saying that ranked choice voting will play in this election?
Well, you look, I am of this, who knows, right? Like a lot of times what people think about going into an election is sort of not what comes out the other side. Thus this sort of psychology, right, that surrounds an outcome. And you heard the professor mention it. Well, this wasn't what I expected. Something happened here, right? So maybe the trick is to not go into these elections with anything other than an open mind. And remember, voters don't always vote the way we might think they would. A lot of times we sort of imagine that, oh, someone who voted for that candidate first would never vote for the other candidate. But we have seen in many times in some of these specific races that those second and third place votes are a little less predictable than you might think they were. They don't align with this sort of your sense of what someone's ideology might be. And that is how you get surprises. So we're going to find out.
Well, there might be some surprises here, too. All right, we thank Wilson Walker. Of course, that election is on November 5th. In the meantime, the city's Department of Elections has launched a massive multilingual outreach campaign to inform voters about ranked choice voting. The department is distributing more than 300,000 notices. They tell us the goal is to ensure every voter is well informed on the process.